Second Chance is a cutting-edge short film and educational initiative, a fusion between the worlds of education and film. It was designed to give students real-life experiences of the filmmaking process and to provide pathways into the media industry. Between 2007 and 2008, Hartswood School closely collaborated with a well-known media company, Positive Strides. Together they created an array of workshops and events which culminated in the shooting of a short film that included students and a stellar cast of professional actors. This is the story of the Second Chance Film Project.
Well, I think Second Chance got a number of objectives. First of all, it was to include as many young people as possible in filmmaking, in real activity, not in things that were academic or boring, but in things that were real, that they could get their hands on, they could do, and they could learn absolutely stacks from.
Is that Luke or me?
No, it's a dream, that's right.
Oh, sorry. Luke.
Secondary objectives have been to increase pathways for young people into further education, have been to open doors into the industry.
It was important for Hartswood to become involved in the Second Chance project for a number of reasons. The first of which was that we have been named as the lead school for the Creative and Media Diploma, which we're introducing in September 2009. And it was also important for us to try to provide our students with as professional an experience as we possibly can.
Flick of the eyes. He's got a nice jacket. Clean trousers and starched handkerchief. O-levels for him.
This is something that's going to be unique, exciting, and give opportunities to students that they just don't have in mainstream education.
Our strategic area partnership group helped with the funding for this project. Of course, it's expensive. You don't get opportunities like this cheaply. But we were sufficiently passionate about it, and we were able to make a representation to our SAPG group, who happily underwrote at least a part of the project. And in this way we were able to share this experience with other schools.
Throughout the year, a BTEC media course ran alongside and was integrated into the Second Chance project. And this was great because it provided the BTEC students with an authentic film experience, which eventually would lead them to having a BTEC media qualification, which is basically 2 GCSEs.
We had 2 Second Chance launches in Hartswood, one that involved celebrities from the world of television and film, and the other was a question and answer session with the student cast.
I love telling stories.
Kind of understanding the characters while you're playing them, which...
We wanted the project launches to create as much swing and gusto as was possible. The students absolutely loved it because they were able to see real people doing the job for real, that they recognised, that they could buy into, and these people were telling them about something happening in their school, so it was really exciting.
There's no wrong choices for the whole of this session. Therefore, if someone drops the ball's just drop it. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why are we in a circle again?
A-E-I-O-U. Students have had the opportunity to get involved with workshops.
They've been led by people who have got real experience, so actors, scriptwriters, camera people, people who know what they're doing, who know what they're talking about.
You're walking around and I look over there and I go over there. The way I see thoughts, right, is there's a start and there's a finish. They start somewhere and they finish somewhere. This is a great way of helping you learn the lines, by the way.
Humour him. Your eyes said, humour him.
B. Do you want to go for a coffee?
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
That's fine.
Great job, well done. So, what was going on? There what?
Not very confident.
And remember, it's better to be strong but wrong than weak and meek, basically. Yeah. So, always, whatever your choice is, your director will guide you.
They have also had opportunities to have masterclasses in things such as script writing, so a lot of the ideas that Mark has come up with for characters has actually stemmed from things that have been created in the classroom.
Oi, Aaron! Aaron turns his head and keeps walking. Life ain't pimp my ride, you know. Aaron turns his head and carries on walking.
If you go with your fingers, you just
a bit quicker.
The makeup workshop, thankfully I knew what was going on down here, and so I wasn't too surprised when Year 7 students started heading back to Lower Site with scars and cuts and all sorts of things, but I think there were one or two wide eyes down on Lower. Certainly when our students went back in with black eyes, I think some of the staff thought there'd been a massive punch-up.
The story is you broke your arm when you walked into a wall.
Car crash. I fell over.
But there hadn't. It was our students experimenting with a bit of makeup.
The audition process was a long process because we were all insistent that we would try to engage as many young people and kids in it.
How you doing? You alright? Really nice to meet you. Take a seat.
Listen to your chat. Speech day. Mayor there, talking. How proud he is of this school.
What a fantastic school.
It was an interesting day with having lots of students coming in, very much like X Factor.
Oh, let's have it again.
Wandering along, eyes flickering over us, deciding who's doing what and who's going where.
It's a speech where a young boy is holding the school hostage.
Achievement, successes, it's the only way it's judged. All them O-levels and them A-levels.
It's that fight, he says. See the no-hopers, relegated, out of the way.
It's a really good indicator for a director of the ability of the young person to really hone the truth.
So he can't be laid back about it?
Yeah.
Or if he's laid back about it, it's got to be coming through here.
First day here, lined up, all hundreds of us, the new kids, lined up in the playground, all of us in lines, and you wandering along, eyes flickering over us, deciding who's going where. What about us, who don't do O-levels? What about me, eh? How good is this?
We selected 11 students at the end of that, and there were a few of those who did play major parts in the film.
The thing about filming is that if you do a bad take and you do a bad take and you do a bad take, that's what lives forever. That little bit of your acting there lives forever. It's about trying to recreate the most mundane things and make them look normal. Doing nothing is the hardest thing.
In the rehearsal process, we spent most of the time coming up with our own scenarios and building up the history of the characters that we made, that we built. We just kept building, and every week we kept coming back to them and just making the characters more rich.
Clint's way of acting is making everything seem natural and real. So he doesn't want you to be an actor acting a character. He wants you to be that character, like basically live, dream and eat it.
Just taking the set out, taking the whole set out, and then we're going to take it over to the hallway and we're going to bolt it all together in the position that we need to shoot the bedroom scene.
It's fantastic because it's now becoming real. We knew we were doing a film, but it's only when you start to see the sets come together that you really realise that it's a project that's about to happen. And the students again are doing something real and really keen and getting involved.
Second Chance really is a story about Aaron Bentley, a young man who is in trouble with the school, has been thrown out of school many times, and he challenges the school to take a group of unruly students, who a lot of them are his friends, on a residential weekend away.
Perfect now. Slightly soft here, Rich. Up.
Isaac Newton's laws of motion in action.
Well, she's a science teacher at the school. She hasn't got much left to give or to try to improve the kids' situation, and she's really going through the motions.
We were filming a scene in a science classroom. Someone sets off a rocket and it sets fire to someone's jacket, and then we had to show our reactions to camera.
I mean, it was great watching the kids today because they were really good, really concentrated, well behaved and fun.